And welcome back to Pixel for People 2024. Broken Hyperlink will continue this, well, a Sonic blog. SegaSonic the Hedgehog game, the next, so take it away.
Yeah, so this is SegaSonic. It is an arcade game uh, that was released in Japan exclusively in 1992 and was actually the introduction of Ray the Flying Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo. Uh, Mighty came back later for Knuckles Chaotix, but since then, Knuckles, Ray and Mighty were never seen again until Sonic Mania, where they were firstly in little wanted posters. Actually, no, sorry. I think they might have been in Generations with wanted posters or missing posters, and then same thing happened, I think, in Mania, and then they officially came back in Sonic Mania Plus. Um, to everyone's amazement, very, very loved characters for how little they sort of got. Um, but I would like to ask my host which of the three he would like me to play as. And I have to ask you now because I have 9 seconds to choose.
Sonic.
Sonic? Oh, not now. You can pick. But yeah, because you'll see very quickly, I'll have to do this all quick. So, without further ado, three, two, one. There we go. And we skip the cutscene. So this was released only in Japan. So you'll hear and see everything is in Japanese. It was originally, it was supposed to be translated and was partway through being translated, and some of the sprites actually did get an overhaul to look like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sad AM Robotnik and everything. So the translation was done, it just wasn't finalized and brought over. However, that didn't stop some cabinets, I think, being brought over to the west. So here we go, very first level. And I'm going to jump because that immediately stops us from skidding or screeching or whatever you want to call it, as well as just getting us to our speed. And as if you haven't noticed, this is an isometric game, so I'm constantly holding two directions. Not constantly. Most instances I'm holding two directions. But the worst part about it is that not every angle of this game is 45 degrees. So in the next section, it's a very good example of seeing me constantly having to self-correct because this angle is not 45 degrees. So you see here, if I don't, I, go away at like 40. I don't know, that angle instead of 45. But that's Volcano Vault done. Very quick, nice little introductory level. What we're trying to do is we're actually trying to escape the island because, as you've seen in the intro, we got kidnapped and we escaped, and Eggman's now trying to use all his traps to stop us. So now we're on ICLs and we just hold down right to try and move us closer to the bottom of the screen. And we have to be covered because we've got ice physics! Oh boy. So we go down, 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 up. Whoops. Unless we hit that. And, oh no, I got stuck. That's my fault, I messed up the cycle. But it's okay. So we're going to go up here, jump, and couldn't spin for some reason, that's okay. Yes, I want to be Sonic. There we go. So what I was trying to do was, I was trying to do a death skip, where I jump, fall, and I can actually skip the animation. But that didn't happen, but it's fine. It only saves a couple seconds. Unfortunately got hit by them spikes, that's okay as well. So we go down here, and I want to try and get on the edge, that is perfect. So, oh wow. I've never seen that happen, but okay. It's fine, we dodged the, that spike anyway. And that's ICLs. Yeah, I've never seen Sonic do that before. I must have been in a weird position where I was too close. Or too far? Either way, you went for me. So you see that percentage at the end of the level. What that is in reference to is for the best ending of the game. If you get 50% of all the rings in the level, that counts as like the good ending. So you have to remember what the rings are and everything. So we'll go count 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little boulders, and then I can immediately try and swing around here. That was alright, not the best. But we don't want to really be in the center of those sand pits, or whatever you want to call them, because there's an enemy in there and it's just slow and everything. But I'm gonna try and... I mean, I guess that's one way to avoid those enemies. I've only properly avoided them once. It's a bit of a nuisance for me to line them up. But now we just hold up and right, and this is it. That enemy can't actually hit us, believe it or not. The only thing we really have to worry about is these sand mounds being in our way. And we actually don't want to jump through this either, because it's slower too. You'd think naturally if you're going through quicksand, you'd want to jump, but no, not in this game at least. So I want to make sure that I'm not too close to the edge, because the camera will get stuck. And we just let the sand weave us through there, and that's the end of Desert Dodge. So the camera can be an issue at times if we go too close to some of the corners. So we try and, you know, in a speedrun, you do typically want to hug the corners, but for this, you do want to find the balance of hugging it enough and not too much. So Trap Paw is actually my favourite level because of a little glitch that happens about halfway through the level. So just get up our speed, and this is another level where it's not a 45, so we have to do a funny little run. And the glitch is coming up here, so if I try and get in the middle and just slowly let go of that. And there we go, we just run along the edge here and not having to worry about the timing of these things or the electricity pulls. I'm going to try and also get these jumps coming up. And I got all 6 of them. That's really good. It's not a guarantee, there's probably some setup, but it's something I like to try and show off and go for. If I don't get the final one, it's okay, it's like an extra second or two, but I at least show off the glitch and everything. And now we just stay to the right and hold up, skip that, and just run along there. A really easy level to do when you get the glitch, but it is a little bit, only one ring, wow. Yeah, that's because of running along the sides and everything. But yeah, it's like, I like it. The glitch is just a bit fun to do, to show off, as one of sort of the only glitches in the game. Landslide Limbo actually has another glitch, but it's very hard to do, and if I do actually get it, I'll still explain it, but I probably won't get it. But this is Landslide Limbo, so constantly running away from this, oh, Patch Sonic. Managed to get that actually, thankfully. Yeah, so a lot of landslides, a lot of crumbling blocks. Wow, that was a bit rude. So we are going to actually go top right here because of the way these ramps send us. They send us down a little bit, so it will naturally just sort of put us into the middle. I'll just do a little bit of correction just to be safe. Be careful of that Roadrunner-esque trap. So do that. Oh, I didn't have enough health. Alright, never mind. SegaSonic. That's a shame. I actually did get the setup where you want to hit that in between those 2 poles, and then like basically stand where I'm standing right now and hit the enemy. And for some reason, that might have been a slight quick kill, but you can get a quick kill on the boss just from 1 hit instead of doing all 8. Sometimes you can get the slight quick kill, where sometimes it might be 3 or whatever. Either way, it doesn't take all 8. But the setup requires you to be very precise, and also, as you just seen, having enough health, which I didn't have. But at least I showed you the movement. A lot easier to do on this keyboard, I will say. Mine isn't that easy to do on. So Wild Waterway, ooh, fall please, there we go, goes from being the easiest level in the game to the hardest. But for the first half of the level, we just hold down and right and just bump along this wall and we will avoid everything. And it keeps our speed up. And pop. You know, why stress ourselves? Why stress ourselves at the beginning of this level? We don't want the stress. The stress is safe for the second half. Because you will see us jumping between platforms, a lot of wooden platforms. And as you see right now, it's not a perfect 45-degree angle. So try doing that and precise platforming, and it's not easy. So we do our final easy climb. Just up here, and then the first half of this is okay because the platforms are all technically pretty wide. Well, and that's important. So, no, oh sorry, please. So I'm actually going to try and show you a bit more for this way, so I technically have less level to do on this. But the platforms start to get very short and can get very narrow. There was one time where I was just getting nothing, but I hadn't even pressed anything there. Yeah, it's just all like very narrow platforms. It's something I need to practice a lot more. But you also just need to get lucky with. But yeah, I was just getting like a ton of narrow platforms, and as you've seen there, I hadn't even pressed anything, and I immediately fell into the water and stuff. I was getting very unlucky spawns, but Wild Waterway giveth and Wild Waterway taketh away. It is what it is. So this is why Eggman's the true villain of the game, because he doesn't follow the alliteration of every other level in the game. If you haven't noticed, so you know, Trap Tower, Icy Isles, Wild Waterway, Limbo Landslide, Eggman Tower. You know, that's why he's the villain. But oh son, come on. He does not want to be here right now. Oh, you could just do that, I guess, as well. But there's, I know some people who are very good with this pattern. I'm not one of those people. That was a weird bump, okay. Oh well. So now we have to run away from very bad construction site. I don't know if OSHA would ever approve of this. So very nice angle there, we just hold the diagonal up here, and we have, oh boy, more of these. So because of the isometric angle of this, it can be a bit awkward to do, and it doesn't help when there's about 5 in a row. Let's just give ourselves some points because we're not. But this was originally played on the trackball, hence why, you know, it's at this weird angle, because originally, you know, they didn't have to worry about, you know, you playing on digital controls, you were playing on a ball and just doing that. So that explains the funny controls. So this is the final section coming up. We'll run away from this firewall. And don't fall off. Okay. And there he is! That's the man of the hour! So we just shouted him, and he says something in Japanese. I don't know what he's saying. But he's not happy and sets off a self-destruct sequence, because if he can't win, then none of us can. So time will stop on either the timer reaches 0, which is the band ending, or I make it out alive. So as you see here, I'm not hugging the corners because you can't get stuck. And that's time. At 13:06. I don't know if that's PB. I'm gonna check if that's PB. But yeah, that's SegaSonic. Very short and fun game to do. like there's not much to it. So if it's a game you're interested in, um, you can give it a go. You can find the ROM in places, and you just do MAME. You can set it up whatever way you wish because the controls are a bit funky. I know some people use a controller, but a lot of us personally use the keyboard because you can get, perfect 45-degree angles when the game allows you to run on perfect 45-degree angles. Just try and get SegaSonic up here. So I can't remember my time either. What was my time? It wasn't. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, it's pretty close to getting the bad ending. So if you do get the bad ending, it's not the end of the world because you typically do only have a couple seconds left, even if you're like top tier runner. That's the whole point of the game, or the final chase. But just the final cutscene. We see Eggman here trying to escape, and he didn't fuel up enough, and so he just falls under the water. Never to be seen from again. Maybe. But yes, that's the end. Shoutouts for both games. Club 601, great bunch of people hanging about within there, speedrunners and non-speedrunners. The classic Sonic speedrun community, they put up with a lot of my nonsense of silly games that I run. This is maybe one of the more normal games I run, believe it or not. Same with Sega Sonic Blast, probably two of the more normal ones. To S2, Hibby, and Spectral only plays this one, but Hibby and S2 play the other two. Or play both of them. And they both have really good times. They were the ones that got me into these games, helped me, and also just good friends and everything. People that, just watch, hang out in the streams and everything. All the runners that have helped also just make everything possible. And my boyfriend for letting me use his PC and everything.
Hello.
And yeah, just everyone that's watched and everyone in chat right now even as well.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll just throw it back over to you now. That's
Okay.
everything.
Appreciate the runs. Thank you for running them on this event.
Thank you for
We
having me.
definitely need more Sonic in our events in the future as well. These are fun runs to watch.
Yeah.
Either way, I will have a small break, go into intermission, and then we're going to continue the marathon with Wizard of Legend by Dying Keto. So stay tuned.